On today's episode of News Analysis, we'll be discussing trending issues and analyzing current happenings. Today's episode of News Analysis covers Nigerians' reaction to the reshuffling and the scrapping of unnecessary ministries by the Tinubu-led administration. In recent happenings, Tinubu has removed some offices, removed some ministers, and have replaced them. In a nutshell, he has reshuffled the whole ministry. He has placed in people he thinks will be capable and removed those whom he thinks are incapable or have faltered. Could this be politics? Of course, there's politics involved in it. In every presidential appointment and in every presidential nomination, there's always politics. It's either na who know who, or someone must have greased the palm of the government to be in that power that they are. On today's episode of News Analysis, we're not just talking about the ministers being replaced, but a particular ministry was scrapped out, and this has brought about a backlash to the Tinubu-led administration. Abuja former Federal Commissioner for Information and South-South leader Chief Edwin Clark has taken a swipe at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for scrapping the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, saying that the people of the region will never allow that. Now, reacting to this scrapping of the Niger Delta Affairs, the elder statesman, who noted that there was no basis for the scrapping of this ministry, accused the federal government of plans to use the money from the South-South geopolitical zones to develop the various development commissions from the geopolitical zones that have already been established. In a nutshell, and to remove all the big grammar, this elder statesman has accused President Tinubu of diverting the funds from this ministry into another ministry which he's going to use for the betterment of the South people. According to the leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, he says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no good plans for the people of Niger. He said, just as said by the late President Umaru Yar'Adua, the ministry was created for the development of the zone, ensuring permanent peace as well as a nip in the bud cases of pipeline vandalization. The major purpose of this ministry, when it was created by Yar'Adua, was so that issues of vandalization and issues of overspillage of this oil can be tackled by this ministry. The major purpose of this ministry was to protect the interests of the Niger people and to ensure that whatever casualty is caused by this oil spillage, the ministry would be able to cover it. So in a nutshell, the ministry was a backup plan, more like a first aid for the people of Niger State. But now, this ministry entirely has been scrapped out. Did Tinubu know the purpose of this ministry? The leader of the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum has come out to say that they can no longer tolerate this, and therefore this ministry must come back still strong and stable. He said the news came to him as a surprise because there is no basis for scrapping it out. He said Yar'Adua had posed this ministry as a first aid system for the people of Niger State. What he can note about this is that Yar'Adua purposefully addressed the security situation in Niger State, which led to the creation of the ministry to focus on the development of that area. He said they have been working from time now, managing all the commissions of the place. He agreed also that in a democratic system, the government should be created for the people, by the people, and for their benefit. And this was what Yar'Adua did. So why is Tinubu going against the people? And in another word, going against democracy? In an unexpected turn of events, however, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Federal Executive Council announced the scrapping of the Niger Delta Ministry and the Ministry of Sports Development. In a tweet by the Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to the President, Bayo Ananuga, on Wednesday, he says the decision was reached during the FEC meeting. But netizens have come out to complain. Did Tinubu know the purpose of this ministry before scrapping it out? If such a ministry was created as a first aid for the Niger people, when the first aid is taken, how do these people want to survive? When oil spills and when issues come about, will it be possible to reach the federal government as soon as it will be possible to reach the ministry? The middleman has been taken away. What can the people of Niger State do? But on the other hand, there is a political part of this story. Why did Tinubu take away this ministry? Could it be a political strategy? Or was indeed this ministry just another figurehead taking money? Was this ministry another ghost ministry that was sucking money from the country? But the people, however, of Niger State are now left in jeopardy. It's like taking the clothes off an elderly man who is helpless and cannot help himself. Can the people of Niger State be able to help themselves when the oil issue begins again? Let's hope the president has put in plans to remedy these problems when they come on board.